On July 29th, I was out in the bright sunlight and I had dark sunglasses on. And I went into our little pool house, and with my sunglasses still on, it was very dark in there. And when I came back out, all of a sudden I felt like I was experiencing snow blindness. There was this like flash of light, or I could see this light in my right eye, and I took my sunglasses off and I thought, what on earth is this? And I thought, well, it'll probably go away because it's just something to do with I had been in the light and the dark and all this stuff. So the next morning I was still experiencing this very strange visual defect of this sort of white light in my right eye. So I called my optometrist, got in, and he did all his fancy equipment pictures and stuff and showed me a picture of the back of my retina had a couple little hemorrhages in it. The main vein that drains your retina, drains the blood out of your retina, had clotted, and so there was pressure building up in the back of my eye. But the CT scan of my retina didn't really look too bad at that time. So over the next few days, I really felt like my vision was getting worse in my right eye. And I made an appointment, went back and saw him the next week, and by that time there was a ton of swelling in my retina. So he said, well, the best thing that we can do for this is give you a shot in your eye, which was like horrifying. So about a month after this initial issue with my eye, Pastor Bruce preached the sermon on blind Bartimaeus, and I just felt like it was talking directly to me. And then we sang the song, Son of David, Have Mercy on Me, and during that time I'm sure I was crying because I really just felt like that was my heart's cry to the Lord, just have mercy on me and heal my eye. Well, when I went in then 8 days later, September 10th, my CT scan was much better, but the doctor said we should do one more injection. I said, fine. And so then I went back in November and my CT scan of my retina was back to normal. The doctor said, wow, I've never seen anyone recover like this from just 2 shots. And I said, well, God is healing me. Jesus is healing me. He said, if I didn't know that you had this blood clot in your retinal vein, I would never know that there had ever been anything wrong. And I said, well, he said, you're amazing. I said, no, Jesus is amazing. So this gave me an opportunity to even just witness just a little bit, even to this doctor. And, I think that's why, obviously, Jesus said that the man who was born blind was not born blind because of his sin or any sin he said so that God would be glorified. And I would like to glorify God in this process and pray that this will help glorify him, to let other people know that I believe that God healed my eye. He will use these things in our lives. I know that he can heal anything in our lives. He doesn't always, but he has a reason for everything he does. So the main thing is that we can completely trust him no matter what happens in our lives.